Hello, dear students. Today we are starting a series on research methodology. As we know, during our PG programs, our UG projects, our PhD, uh, research methodology is one of the fundamental pillar of the research activities, and especially for PG and PhD doctorate students, research methodology is a must subject. And overall, in daily lives, when we do anything, any kind of research at home or at organizations wherein we work, we must follow the proper methodology of the research. And in this series, we will come to know all about research methodology practices. So, starting with the basic fundamental meaning of research methodology, it basically refers to the systematic procedure or techniques. It refers to the systematic procedure, or we can say techniques and approach employed by a researcher to conduct research, data gathering, analyze information, and draw meaningful conclusions. That is the shortest definition of research methodology. So, research methodology refers to a systematic procedure, techniques, and approach employed by a researcher to conduct research and to collect the data, to do analysis on data, and to draw meaningful conclusions out of that data. It plays a crucial role basically in ensuring that research is conducted effectively. Research is conducted effectively and rigorously in a structured manner. So this is the shortest definition of the research methodology. Post to this definition, we will look towards the objective of research methodology. Objective of research methodology. The first objective of research methodology is to achieve research goals. So once we start doing a research, we must be clear about our goals, what we have to achieve out of this research, what we have taken in as the project, wherein research methodology helps researchers define and clarify their research objectives and questions. It provides basically a roadmap, correct? It provides a roadmap for achieving the research goals, correct? So if we can write here, it basically helps a researcher to define and clarify their research objectives and questions. So first important thing for a researcher is to understand what a research methodology can do for him, how a research methodology subject can help a researcher in achieving the systematic procedures, in knowing the techniques and approach, how a researcher can conduct research or gather the information or do analysis on that information and draw the meaningful conclusions. Secondly, the most important thing, the first fundamental goal of the research methodology is itself to achieve research goals. Because after finding a problem, after finding a question for which a researcher can start his research, he must set his goal. The second important objective of the research methodology is to ensure validity and reliability. This is one of the key objectives of research methodology, to ensure that the research is valid and reliable. Correct? Research is valid and reliable. So without validity or without the reliability, research cannot be valid. So this objective, to ensure validity and reliability, research methodology helps you. Research methodology ensures that the research is valid and reliable. Validity basically refers to the accuracy and truthfulness of research, and the reliability means that results can be consistently replicated. Research methodology brings you everything what you need to do in research. Then the third one is, the third objective of the research is to minimize bias. A researcher basically cannot be biased at all. A researcher must not be biased at all. A researcher must do research unbiased. Unbiased people, unbiased collection of data, and unbiased results. Correct? That is the one of the objective of research methodology. So research methodology basically provides you guidelines, for minimizing bias and errors in data collection and analysis. So it helps in ensuring basically that the research process is objective and unbiased. Correct? So minimizing bias provides, basically the research methodology helps you in providing guidelines that will directly help you in minimizing bias. So a researcher cannot be biased, a research must not be biased, and the results must not be biased. This must be the prime objective of the research methodology, to make your research unbiased. It must not be based on any creed, color, and caste. Correct? The fourth important objective of the research methodology is, to select appropriate method. To select appropriate methods. So what do you mean by to select appropriate methods? Basically, research methodology helps researchers to choose the most appropriate research methods and techniques based on the nature of the research questions and the data being collected. So every research which a researcher is trying to do can be of a different nature, can be of different atmosphere. So to handle different types of research methodology brings you the research methods. So it is up to the researcher what type of methods a researcher wants to apply on the research, and this research methodology will teach you number of different methods through which you can obtain or achieve your research goals, and this research methodology will provide you different methods, basically different methods in achieving research goals. And it will help you in identifying the appropriate methods for your research, for your data which has been collected. And this includes basically deciding whether to use quantitative or qualitative or mixed methods. We have these types of methods in research methodology. So research methodology will help you based on the nature of your research whether you should choose qualitative or quantitative or mixed type of methods for your research. So the fifth type of objective for research methodology is to plan data collection. This is the fifth objective of the research methodology. And what we achieve in planning a proper data collection, it basically this research methodology assists us in designing data collection tools and methods. So RM, which is research methodology, helps us in designing data collection tools and methods, including surveys, interviews, experiments, observations, and many more things. So basically, researchers must plan how they will gather the data effectively and ethically, because the data should be ethically, or data should be lawful data. It should not be unethical data or unlawful data what you are collecting. So plan your data as per the rules and regulations of the data collection. We have intellectual proprietary rights, basically IPR. We must take those IPR rules and regulations in consideration while copying data from others, and we must take in consideration the proper a reference methodology, huh? A reference methodology. We must give proper references. We have different types of references as well. For example, MLA format reference or API format reference. We must follow the proper reference methodology while copying or planning data collection from other resources, from the data sets which are being pre-owned by someone else. We must give proper references. After data collection, we have the another objective, which is known as to organize and analyze data. Now we are with the data. This is sixth one. We have the data. Now what we need to do is to organize and analyze data. So research methodology basically provides guidelines. It provides guidelines on how to organize and analyze data. It also includes selecting different statistical tools, or it helps you in selecting different statistical tools or qualitative analysis techniques, creating codes, and handling meaningful data. So basically, research methodology helps you in all the mentioned points here in this definition. For example, it helps you to choose what sort of statistical tools you must take in consideration for the research, and what sort of qualitative analysis techniques you must do. You must practice on your research. And creating codes, it helps you how to create code and how to handle the meaningful database. Then again, the another objective of the research methodology is the most important objective of the research methodology to communicate findings. Now in research, we say if you have a problem, if you have problem statement, your half of the research is done. So you have a problem statement. Next to that, you need to do is literature review. Literature review means what has been done. What has been done on the same problem. By the different research around the world. So you have the problem statement, you have the literature review, then you have started your research by following different methodologies of research methodology, and then post to that you are effectively handling the database, and post to that you need, finally basically in the research, you need to communicate your findings, you need to communicate your results. So there are proper ways how to communicate your result properly legally, ethically, and how to present your research to the world. Correct? So without a proper way, proper channel, proper format, you cannot communicate your results very well. So you need to learn how to communicate your findings effectively to the broader community. So research methodology assists us in structuring your research reports and presentations. And that is all about research, basic introduction of research methodology. Post to this, we will be discussing about the motivation in research and all other topics in research methodology. Thank you. Goodbye.